Hello, this is Paul Puckridge from Success Technologies. Welcome to the 7 Pillars of Management Executive Coaching Program. During our time together, we're going to go back and have a look at the 7 pillars. I'm going to share with you some ideas and thoughts and strategies to enhance what you already know and to continue to take your management skills to the next level. If you're driving in your car and you're listening to this program, then please feel free to consider these ideas. If you're sitting at a desk and you have a pen and paper handy, then think about writing some of these ideas down. I'm sure just one of these ideas could help you increase your ability to manage yourself and manage your team even better than you're doing right now. Let's take a moment and look at managing expectations. We had that as pillar number 1 because our belief is that unless you can understand what's expected of you, unless you understand the need to manage those expectations in the workplace, it's very hard to manage anything else. And too many managers, and I'm sure we've met them before, spend so much time working in the team, they don't take the time to step back and work on the team. They work very hard doing lots of stuff, but never really think about those critical areas which are expected of them. We defined management as a 4-function process: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. As you learnt at the program, there were also 3 skills of managers, and they are technical, conceptual, and human. Certainly the reason you've been employed, the reason you were promoted, was probably because of your technical skills. But as you learn at the program, the higher you move up an organization, the less important the technical becomes and the more important the human and conceptual become. As we went through the expectations, we realized that managers today simply can't just plan, organize, lead, and control. That's a very structured approach. I think we all agree that today's managers also need to have leadership skills as well. And as we learned at the program, management and leadership don't necessarily belong together. So if management is planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, then what's leadership? Can you remember the 5 categories of leadership, the 5 key areas, the 5 functions? We said the 5 functions was number 1, creating a vision. All effective leaders have a vision. They all create the vision. They know where they're going. They're very definite about where they're going. And so they inspire their team to follow them. The second function of leadership is great communication. All effective leaders are very good communicators. They're able to impart their message, inspire their people, motivate their people through the act of communication, whether that be visual, verbal, or vocal. The third aspect was nurturing and growth. In other words, all effective leaders look at nurturing their people, raising their people up, inspiring their people, making their people feel good about working in the team. The fourth function was Kaizen, that Japanese word which means continuous and never-ending improvement. You see, the effective leader is always looking at ways of improving the situation. And no matter how good things are, they're not comfortable with that. They want to continue to grow, continue to improve both themselves, their team, and the individuals within their team. The fifth function of leadership is to reproduce leaders. All effective leaders realize that everything rises and falls on their own ability. And the only way that you can increase your own ability is to replicate yourself. And by doing so, what we're doing is we're raising up other people within the team to become managers and to become leaders in their own right. The challenge for today's managers: managing upward, managing downward, managing sideways, and managing inward. Let me repeat that. Managing upward, managing downward, managing sideways, and managing inward. Here are some questions that I would like you to ask yourself.